joining us. On 2K Sports and the Clippers starting five. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center. Stolen by Jones. Powell kicks to Jones. Zubac a screen on Murray. Poked away. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
That's the two-way effect we talk about with Murray. What a player.
Jones against Harden. Pass to Zubac. Wide open look. Messi grabs the rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Williamson and the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those sign dunks shake the floor.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's Leonard missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jones, the pass to Murray. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Fires from the wing. Kicks it out to Williamson. To the inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The deep 3 from Harden. And the Clippers miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Williamson a screen on Jones. Kept alive. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Takes a 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, great find there from Harden. He's just so good at finding his teammates in rhythm.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Nisi. Up and in on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Williamson, the screen for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
That's a 2 from Powell. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes. He can create points in a number of ways.
Now here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles. Now here's Murray. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3. And it's Murray with the jam.
Leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
Jones dishes to Harden. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
The Clippers trail. Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Jones. From the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Murray scanning the floor. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Harden. Murray, the pass to Jones. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Tries again. Picked him clean. Knocks it loose. Harden with it. Now defended by Williamson. Outside Leonard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
To the paint, here's Jones. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 3-point Pelican lead. Harden outside. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Right side Leonard from past the arc. Again, Leonard missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. They get a hand on it. Murray with it. Now guarded by Murray. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts. But sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Here he goes. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on James Harden.
There's Murray flexing on the D there. Big-time score despite the contact.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And Jones with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
No coverage that time.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. The answer's right back.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Zubac, a screen on Williamson. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Jones pulls it down. Murray against Jones. Nisi.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 17 now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the band at court shot. Drums, please.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Hawkins. Then there's McCollum. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Bogdanovich looking around. With the teardrop. Pelicans with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Pass to Olynyk. Overdone. Olynyk can't hit. Clippers trail by 9. Dunn with it. Picked up by Brown. Bogdanovich wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. McCollum against Dunn. McCollum outside. And that one drops.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
New Orleans shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Here's Batum. Pass to Coffee. Back to Batum. Here's Eubanks. Still without a basket. Batum sets a screen for Dunn. Here's Coffee. The baseline J. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Hawkins. Banked in off the glass. Hawkins has got 5.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Dunn with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Dunn kicks to Batum. Here's Coffee. He's covered by Hawkins. Puts up a 3. Coffee can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown down low. Drops in the layup for 2. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for New Orleans. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
New Orleans moving it around. And the basket by Olynyk.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Dunn. Outside for Batum. Bogdanovich inside. He's covered by Brown. Bogdanovich, no luck. Pelicans leading by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McCollum right side. Olynyk finds McCollum. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 10 points. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. McCollum, and he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Clippers trail by 15. And here's Harden. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Powell. Pass to Messi. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
It's Harden with the drive. Now Powell. This one for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Down low.
Oh, what a find from Murray. He's just a total team player.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Zubac. Crafty move. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Messi. Murray against Jones. To the left wing. Williamson, the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, the Clippers grab the miss. Harden outside. Now here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic LU jam.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Harden kicks to Leonard. Hot loose. Here's Powell. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long. Murray outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
Harden surveying the D. From deep 3-point land, Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And finished off by Williamson.
Are you serious? Between the legs in a real game? That has the makings of a legendary dunk.
Oh, agreed. Forget about the plays of the week. That one will be one of the plays of the year. Harden finds Zubac. Kicks it out to Jones. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. And stolen by Leonard.
And, you can see him baiting into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over it. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for DeJounte Murray.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
It's stolen by Jones. In the corner, Harden over Jones. Harden's shot is off.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And the rejection by Harden. It's Jones on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Messi. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray with it. Williamson a screen on Harden. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. And again, New Orleans has no luck. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
These two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the 3 slot.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Now here's Murray. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside Morant. And there's a pick. There's the triple. The shot, no good. Here's New Orleans now. And that one is hammered home.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Closer in, look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Morant against Murray. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Here's Edey. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Count it. Murray's got 6.
He has no problem going in there with the big trees because Murray is focused on that possession.
Outside Morant. It's Jackson, high post. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
On the wing, Bain, defended by Murray. Bain, the pass to Morant. Five to shoot. Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Murray against Morant. Williamson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Grizzlies lead by 6. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Morant, he has 7. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left in the first. The 3. Drives it home off a terrific move.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Murray. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Fires the three. Another shot. It's picked off. Jackson surveying the D. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. It was only, let's do this.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They're leading by 8. Jackson the screen. And here's Morant outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Left side, Morant. Jackson down low. He's against Murray. Jackson can't get it to go. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league.
Morant looking for an opening. That three's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 6. Over to the wing. Outside Murray. Knocked away. And stolen by Jackson. Outside Morant. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Williamson outside. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Jackson gets the bucket.
From way downtown, Jackson Jr. big with serious range.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
From deep, Morant. Williams grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 7. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 5.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Outside Morant. And there's the screen. Oh, misses the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that." To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Jackson against Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I love what we're seeing out of Murray tonight. He knows he's got the hot hand calling his own number.
Outside Morant. 1:07 left in the second period. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Got a hand on it. And they're able to recover. Jackson for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's Morant. He's got 14. To the paint. A little mid-range shot is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Poke loose. Oh, stolen by Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Pass to Misi. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Memphis ahead, up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Grizzlies. Williams is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Huff in at the center position.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
The Grizzlies shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Pass to Kennard. From beyond the arc, and then some. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
B.A., they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Got it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Kennard against Brown. Now here's Kennard. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Huff. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Kennard with it, guarded by Olynyk. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Williams. Off target at the rim. The Pelicans trail. Hawkins, the pass to McCollum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. McCollum's gotten his second bucket of the game. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Back to Kennard. Williams, a screen on Brown. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Kennard's got 5 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now here's McCollum, guarded closely. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. McCollum's got 6 here in the quarter.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. New Orleans in the lead. McCollum outside. They set a pick. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. He's got 9.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Kennard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Huff, the pass to Kennard. A minute 39 left in the third quarter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's how...
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
1 shot. The play is under review under NBA rules.
Disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And New Orleans making a change here. Boston's checked in.
What's up?
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Kennard with it. Give him 8 points now. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Kennard's got 10 points here in the second half.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's McCollum. Williams grabs the board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
McCollum outside. Back to Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Wells. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kennard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
New Orleans leading by 3. And here's McCollum. 11 points in the game. Olynyk in the post. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. It's on Vince Williams. New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Second team.
Tries to save it. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pelicans 5. Murray scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
Inside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
The 3 from Bain. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Pass to Edey. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. Can't tie it up. That one misses. New Orleans leading by 3. Down low. Here's Williamson carving out space. Zion.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Now here's Morant. Tightly guarded. Going inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. From the arc. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Outside Morant. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got 5 rebounds in the game. Murray with it. Guarded by Morant. Williamson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Bain against Williamson. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the left side wing. Pass to Messi. Morant against Murray. Clock at 4. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And the jumper from the wing offline.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jones. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach. Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shots.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Murray inside, pounded by Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Left side Jones. Here's Murray. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called. Memphis. They're trailing by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get. ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Murray. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. Timeout, Grizzlies! What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
They're looking good, but they can't afford to take their foot off the pedal. They have to lock down the perimeter and prevent a 3. And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And so it's the Pelicans who, thanks, Alec, great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Rick.
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Brandon Clark is out there with Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
With a finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
And here's Morant. And it's Clark in the corner. Outside, Bane. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey. The Clippers grab the miss. Harden outside. Zubac, a screen on Bane. Goes back up. And it's Zubac laying it in.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Here's Morant.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Pass to Powell. Harden sets the pick for Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Jackson against Harden. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Bane against Powell. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. With the step back. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Now here's Morant. Baseline try. He squares up and sinks it. Morant's got 6.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And here's Harden after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. 43 seconds left to play in the first. And he tries in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. A kick out to Bain. Slam goal, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Zubats.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubats. On the wing, Jones. Zubats, a screen on Bain. Here's Harden. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Outside Leonard. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Leonard. Fires top of the key. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Harden against Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Zubats with the screen for Harden. Pass to Zubats. Back to Harden.
2 minutes remaining.
Driving to the basket. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Jones against Morant. There's 1:40 left here in the second. Payne for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
The great hustle from Harden in transition, getting up the court as quickly as possible.
To the middle. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Powell into the lane. Harden finds Leonard. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Jackson, a screen on Jones. Morant against Jones. There's the 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Leonard. Powell down low. He's covered by Clark. Leonard the pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
A smart play with the ball there. Harden just making the right decision.
Morant against Jones. Will it go? It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Knocked away. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
And Morant throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers lead by 3. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got G.G. Jackson. Wells is out there with Kennard. Then it's Bagley. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Dunn passes to Coffey. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bagley with a screen on Dunn. Pass to Bagley. And stolen by Dunn. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Wells. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Kennard kicks to Bagley. Down against Kennard. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And the shot goes in. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's Huff for the tie. It's hauled in by Coffey. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Bogdanovich looking around. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
How about that touch, Bogdanovich? That time from way out.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Kennard, the pass to Huff. Back to Kennard. They set the pick. Pass to Wells. Over Bogdanovich. Wells' shot is good.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 7 points in the game. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kennard on the wing. To the inside. And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley committed to do something on that possession offensively, playing aggressive.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
76% from the line a season ago.
LA has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
Kennard against Dunn from deep three-point territory. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside Jackson. There's the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Bagley.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. For the tie, Eubanks grabs the miss. Outside Bogdanovich. A different look for the Clippers.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Jones sets the pick for Harden. With 2 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the tall.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 5. To the paint. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Mark against Harden. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 4. Powell with a screen on Clark. The three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. In the corner. Harden back to Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Leonard inside. Jackson on him. Zubac with the screen for Jones. Pass to Zubac.
Here, the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Harden outside. Driving in. And Harden with the stuff.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
And the rejection by Zubac. And he's able to get it back. Morant scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Harden against Clark. Harden up top. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shoots. Harden, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Morant with the bucket.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Clark. Harden up top. Pass to Jones. There's the triple. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Jones. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Morant. An easy 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Jones against Morant. Pass to Edey. Lets it go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harden. He takes it in. Yes!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Morant against Jones. It's stolen by Jones. Leonard on the wing. Down low. Here's Zubac. Count!
And with their backs against the wall, Zubac goes off.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Morant. Money!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Here's the Clippers. From deep three-point territory. Misses. So the Clippers with the win. It was a thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. All right, everyone. Greetings from... And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones in small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Los Angeles, Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Here's Harden. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Now Murray. Pass to Williamson. Now here's Murray. Clock at 6. Nails it from beyond the arc. Murray's got 5 now.
And using the pick and roll to perfection. I love how crafty Murray is in these situations.
Now here's Jones. Outside Harden. Leonard left side. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Murray passes to Jones. And he jams it home with authority.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Leonard with a screen on Jones. Harden. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization. But Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
The offensive rebound. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Jones. Outside Harden. Leonard outside. Back to Harden. Takes the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. And this game is tied up now.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Los Angeles. Murray inside. Leonard defending. Back to Williamson. Denied by Leonard.
Boy, just great instincts with great laying. Kawhi Leonard, since he entered the league, has been a tremendous defender.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
They kick it out to Murray. Launches a three. Rebound by the Clippers. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Murray. Give him 8 points now. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
On the wing, Jones. And he drives in. Zubac passes to Jones. Fires for three. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. And Williamson gets it to go.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Harden. Some room here for Jones. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Makes it.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Murray for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Tries again. Powell sets a screen. From deep. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Murray scanning the floor. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Nice shot by Harden.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Pass to Jones. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Harden. Now Zubac. Powell outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The Pelicans have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. The drive by Murray is good. Murray's got 17 points. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
Pass to Messi. Williamson outside. Murray against Jones. Left side Murray. Back to Williamson. With the floater. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Powell passes to Leonard. There's 57 seconds left in the first half.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Murray against Harden. Outside Murray. Pass to Williamson. Oh, he hammers it down in the face of Kawhi Leonard.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Jones against Harden. No good. He's 5 for 9 in this one. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Williamson. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Here's Harden. Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Pelicans, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Bruce Brown is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Boston in at the 2 guard.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Eubanks the screen. Launches it. The shot by Dunn, no good. The Pelicans lead by 3. McCollum on the wing, defended by Dunn. Shot's good by McCollum.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Dunn, the pass to Eubanks. Here's Coffey. Dunn outside. Puts up a 3. Outside Bogdanovich. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For 3, McCollum. Batum pulls it in. Clippers trail by 5. Dunn outside. Knocks it down from distance. Dunn's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, just nice to see the time spent in the gym by Chris Dunn coming to fruition on that jumper.
McCollum with it, guarded by Batum. Olynyk passes to McCollum. Olynyk in the post. Batum's on him. Batum with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Back to Dunn. McCollum with a steal. And it's the Pelicans on the break. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. For the tie, and it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
It's stolen by Olynyk, and as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. New Orleans has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. McCollum's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Batum. Done with it. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Kick out to Brown. Back to McCollum. Lets a floater go. The Clippers grab the miss. Dunn outside. Pass to Coffey. Bogdanovich on the wing. To the middle. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Pelicans have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. A clear look from McCollum. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Dunn. Can't get it to fall. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. For 3, McCollum sinks the tray. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Back to Dunn. Batum with a screen on McCollum. Here's Dunn. No good again that time.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Eubanks. Misses in close. Outside Olynyk. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominant. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Well, Los Angeles shooting a nice 50% for the game. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Leonard finds Harden. Shot clock at 5. Over Jones. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
We know this about James Harden. If you want to force him to that in-between game, he is more than happy and content to take mid-range jumpers.
Back to Murray. 4-3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Back to Jones. Leonard with a screen on Williamson. Ball stolen. Here's Murray. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. And now a 9-point Pelican lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And finishing through contact, DeJounte Murray a chance to add another at the line.
And that one misses. Powell with it. He's picked up by Jones. Pass to Leonard. And again, unable to change momentum here. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Here's Misi. Yes, it's good.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
The Clippers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. For 3, Powell. Offensive board. Here's Zubats. And the layup is good off the glass. Zubats has got his first points in this one.
You love to see Zubats get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass. Set up the alley-oop flush. Clippers trail by 10. Harden surveying the D. Outside Jones. Back to Harden. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater. Good night.
Outside Murray. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Jones. Powell passes to Zubats. Zubats with a screen on Williamson. Outside for Harden. Here's the 3. With the clock winding down. Back to Leonard. Takes a 3. No good. Jones with some nice D. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Williamson. It's rebounded by Zubats. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Powell. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
Here's Murray. For 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul. Norman Powell absolutely fearless.
Outside Murray. from 17. Can't connect. And so the big win by New Orleans in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these. Coming right up, the Grizzlies taking on the Pelicans. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the four. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Messi in at the center position, filling out the middle. And it's Morant missing.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second chance effort. Pass to Messi, all alone. And that one's long. And here's Memphis. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Here's Murray after the basket by Memphis on the other end. From downtown. And again, no good by New Orleans. Payne with it, checked by Murray. Here's Clark. Messi grabs the board. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Williamson, they get it back. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Murray for three. And it's Payne with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. There's a screen. Off target with the three. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williamson, it's good on the putback.
It's asking for trouble if you don't keep Zion off the offensive glass. I mean, he will make you pay.
And here's Morant. From outside the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him. But you can try to contain him. Stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Ooh. Okay, jaw turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Here's Murray. The shake. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Brandon Clark.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And Murray drops them both.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 9.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Now, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Buries it from 3.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
Memphis leading. Here's Morant. 9 points in the game. And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Jones, the pass to Williamson. Clark against Murray. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw drops from Murray. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Morant against Jones. Morant looking for an opening. Jackson outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
His instincts as a shot blocker allow Jackson to avoid blocks at the other end. He knows how to read his man and get off a clean shot.
And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. Off the inbound pass. The rebound by Jackson. On the wing, Bain. He's scoreless. Pass to Morant. The 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Memphis shooting has been great this game, 58%. Jones, the pass to Murray. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Morant, 11 points in the game. Edey for 3. That one no good. Here's Misi, defended by Jackson. Here's Jones, and he banks in the layup.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Murray for 3. They grab their own miss.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offense. Okay, look out!
Wow! What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Outside Murray, down low. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Moran against Jones. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Jackson outside. Back to Bain. The Pelicans pull it in.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Misi. Outside Jones. Now Williamson. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Jackson on the wing. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Jackson's got 5 points.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And one thing that Moran has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Now here's Moran. The D's right on him. In transition. The pull-up jumper. Murray against Moran. Pass to Misi. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Jones against Moran. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Herb Jones picks one up.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the attic.
Taking 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Murray drives in, and the shot goes.
Murray with the ridiculous handle and quickness. He is so aggressive with that move.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Clark right side. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Williamson outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Williamson. Oh, look at Zion. So solid inside.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Jones against Moran. Out to the right wing. The layup misses. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We've got more in store for you right after this.
The Pelicans, 26.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So for the Pelicans right now, they've got Bruce Brown, also Kelly Olynyk out there, and it's McCollum at the point. The three ball. Wells misses. New Orleans in the lead. Here's Brown, and he converts the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Kennard with it. Banked it in off the glass. Kennard's got his first 2 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
He gets it in there. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Boston with the bucket.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
Kennard against Brown. Now here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Pass to Huff. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Kennard outside. For the tie. That shot, no good. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Jackson. And he gets the bucket. The Pelicans have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. McCollum with it. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Boston. And it's in there. Boston's gotten his second bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. He launched that one from way outside. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Boston, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Boston. Kennard on the double team. It's Brown on the wing. Hits the trifecta. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
.116 left to play in the third. Bagley down low, guarded by Olynyk. Jackson, the pass to Bagley. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Nice move. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Kennard for 3. They get the rebound. Jackson. Soft touch off the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
McCollum into the lane. Here's Olynyk. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
New Orleans shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Grizzlies trail by 6. Kennard outside. Jackson with a screen on Brown. Kennard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Pure from 3-point range. Kennard's got 11 here in the quarter alone. Here's McCollum. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's New Orleans. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Jackson out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Huff with the drive. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And, yep, it's good.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Kennard against Brown. Here's Huff. Offline with a 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Kennard passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Memphis. Back to Murray. There's the drive. Yep, count it. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
I love what we're seeing out of Murray tonight. He knows he's got the hot hand calling his own number.
Outside Moran. Kept alive. Here's Edey. Comes up empty down low. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Moran. Tries yet again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Back to Murray. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Jones against Moran. Yes! And the foul! Herb Jones handed a game this close. They're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he...
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And he's going from Zion, rises up and throws it down.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Jackson with a screen on Jones. Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Jones. 6 to shoot. Jackson, pass to Morant. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. You can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Driving to the basket. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Morant. 1:11 left to play in the fourth. Oh, athletic move from Morant.
Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shot.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. The drive by Murray. There's the drive. Money.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Jackson with a screen on Jones. Here's Morant driving in. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Jones drives in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts him up 5.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Up top, Morant, defended by Jones. And stolen by Williamson. He takes it in. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
And Williamson explodes towards the rim when he sees a lane. And trust me, he is fearless.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so it's New Orleans winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And
might seem like a potential blow, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3. Bane against Powell. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. Drains the 19-footer.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Harden against Clark. Back to Harden. It's Clark with the rebound. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Pass to Edey. He draws iron on the dunk. Powell, the pass to Harden. Zubac, a screen on Bane. Inside. Zubac finds Leonard. Harden with a screen on Jackson. Leonard, that's for 2. And the rejection by Jackson. Powell against Bane. Fires away from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jackson misses. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the middle, Leonard with the steal. Jones, that's for 2. Harden looking it over. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Jones. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Leonard back to Jones. Harden against Jackson. Zubac with the screen for Harden. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Jackson with it. Zubac defending. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
The 3 from Harden. Drills the 3-pointer.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Morant. Nothing on the board. Jackson kicks to Morant. Takes it in.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Right side, Leonard. Powell, the pass to Harden. Back to Powell. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Jones against Morant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Here's Harden. Pass to Powell. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Zubac. Back to Powell. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Oh, and the chance by Leonard.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Outside, Bane. There's the pick. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. And that one is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Look. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. The offensive rebound, pass to Zubac. Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Fires from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Jackson. Clark finds Jackson. Back to Clark. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Right side Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses. But once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Bane against Powell. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5. Pass to Powell. Zubac, a screen on Morant. Good on the triple. Powell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, you can't let Powell find shots at the arc like that, especially when he's got that kind of rhythm.
Morant left side. They set the pick for the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Bane. And the basket by Harden.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
Here's Leonard. Now here's Powell. Back to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jackson against Harden. Offensive rebound. Powell, no one around him, gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
Now here's Morant. And 1:01 left in the first half of basketball. Shot to stop the run. And another miss by Memphis. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Harden in the corner. Powell with it. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And Norman Powell with a smooth jake.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here is Harden. He's got 9. Driving inside. Leonard with no one around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 8 points.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
You've got Kennard. Bagley is out there with Jackson. Then there's Wells. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kennard against Dunn. Pass to Huff. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point land. Here's Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
They set the screen. Now Eubanks. Really left alone that time. Eubanks got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. The shot's good from Kennard.
That's impressive stuff as Kennard was out there from deep.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He has yet to score. Outside for Batum. Over to the left wing. Batum sets a screen for Dunn. 5 to shoot. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Back to Kennard. Pass to Huff. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Off target with his three. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Wells with it. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Bogdanovich looking around. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Wells. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Batum. And here's Bogdanovich. Still yet to score. Batum passes to Coffey. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Eubanks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Kennard against Dunn. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kennard.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Dunn. It's hauled in by Huff.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Jackson looking it over, going inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Off target from the wing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Kennard kicks to Wells. Here's Huff. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Huff's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Pass to Eubanks. Los Angeles with another miss. Kennard against Dunn. Here's Huff. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
A three from Bogdanovich. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Memphis out in front. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Leonard with a screen on Clark. Leonard looking over the floor. Launches a three. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
Don't sleep on Kawhi's range. He'll burn you from down deep.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Morant against Jones. Now Morant. Just 5 to shoot.
And the agility, the hops. Morant just explodes off the floor.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Clark. Leonard dishes to Harden. Leonard with the screen on Jackson. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Here's Leonard. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Edey with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Good work there as it goes.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Morant against Jones. There's the screen. Morant against Jones. Oh!
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Powell for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Jones against Morant. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Bane. Jackson passes to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice move. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Harden with the drive. Jones with it. Guarded down by Jackson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Harden against Clark. Pass to Powell. And here's Leonard. Launches it. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edey. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Payton for 3.
And Powell giving great effort here defensively.
Now here's Jackson. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Jones. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here, that's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here's Leonard. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Bane looking around. And there's the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Go.